All right, let's talk about something that I think a lot of us think we have a handle on, but maybe get a little wrong. Introverts and extroverts. Before we really jump in, though, I just want to set the stage a little.
Look, I'm not some PhD in personality theory. Not at all. I just see myself as a guy who's been wrestling with this stuff for a while and maybe figured a few things out. And I've always found that a real story is way more helpful than a bunch of abstract concepts, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to share my journey with you. Hopefully it clicks. So let's get into it.
I used to think this whole introvert-extrovert thing was pretty straightforward, but the more I talk to people, especially people just starting out in their careers, I realize, wow, there is a lot of confusion out there. A ton of us are working off some really basic misunderstandings.
I mean, if I asked you that question right now, what would you say? For a lot of people I talk to, the answer is kind of hesitant, like, I'm not really sure. And that hesitation, that's a huge clue that we're not really clear on what these words even mean.
That confusion usually comes from these stereotypes we've all been fed our whole lives, right? The extrovert is the life of the party, loud, confident, loves being the center of attention. And the introvert? Well, they're the quiet, shy wallflower in the corner who's probably socially awkward. But that's just not it. In fact, thinking this way is the absolute core of the whole misunderstanding.
So let's clear this up right now, because this is probably the most important takeaway. Being shy or socially awkward has nothing to do with being an introvert. Those are behaviors. And things like communication, they're skills. And skills can be learned. We have to separate the skills we build from the person we fundamentally are. Seriously, things like public speaking, feeling confident in a group, networking, these are not fixed personality traits. They are 100% learnable skills. And you can take it from me. I used to be completely terrified of talking to new people.
Oh man, this slide takes me back. I can still feel the absolute terror of my first public speaking attempt in university. I got up on stage in front of maybe a couple hundred people and just froze. My mind was a total blank. My heart was pounding out of my chest. From that disaster, it was a long, slow process. I started super small, practicing with just a few people. It felt clumsy, super awkward, but over time, with a lot of practice, I got better at it.
And my point is this. Communication is a skill, not a personality type. I know plenty of introverts who are incredible speakers and communicators. They just put in the work to build that skill. So if it's not about being shy or outgoing, then what is the real difference?
So what is it? If it's not about those old stereotypes, what's really going on? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, and it all comes down to one single thing: energy. The real difference is all about energy management. I want you to picture yourself as having a personal energy battery, just like the one on your phone. Throughout the day, some activities drain that battery, and other activities recharge it. The key is that what drains an introvert is exactly what recharges an extrovert.
And here's the breakdown. It's super simple. Introverts lose energy from being in crowds and around a lot of stimulation. They recharge that battery with quiet time by themselves. Extroverts? They're the exact opposite. Too much alone time drains their battery, and they recharge by being around other people. That's it. That's the whole game. This slide is basically my biography. I can go to a big work event or a party, I can network, I can be on, I can have a great time, but when I get home, I am completely wiped out. My social battery is at zero. I absolutely need to retreat and have some quiet time to get my energy back. If I don't, I'm just a walking zombie.
So why does this matter so much? Because when you finally understand that this is about energy, not skill or some character flaw, you can stop beating yourself up. You can stop wondering what's wrong with you and start building a life that actually works for you instead of against you.
And this is where it all starts. Step 1. Just stop being hard on yourself for needing a quiet night in. Step 2. Stop comparing your Saturday night to your extroverted friends. And step 3. You can actually start making conscious choices to shape your life, your job, your hobbies, your friendships, in a way that honors your natural energy flow. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you know it's about energy, not ability, what's one way you can start to honor your energy starting today? Thanks for listening.